Natasha, and thank you so much for joining me today. Well, I have a new obsession. I love this. This is some washi tape from AALL and Create, and I am going to show you how magic this stuff is. So actually, I am going to, just because you'll see in a second that these washi tapes create an image. You stack them up and they create an image. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of this oxide ink, this vintage photo, just around the outsides to disguise where the outsides are going to be a little bit. But you do not have to do this. So I showed a lot of restraint and I just purchased 3 of these. There's actually, I don't know, there might be 8 or 10 or so different patterns, but all you do is you rip the first piece off the roll. And for me, I wanted the top to not have a straight edge, so you don't have to do this part, but I just wanted to tear the top little bit of the washi tape, and all you do is just put the first piece down. Now, it doesn't actually tell you where to rip it, but you can look at the washi tape. See, if you look right here, you can see where the image splits in between. You know, it's in between the color, it's in between, and it's very easy, especially after you've done it one time. I'll unravel it in a second, but there's no way that you could actually mark this up. You can see right here, if I extend it out, in between the 2 colored bits is where that you can rip. And then all you do is stack them one on top of the other. And this is actually pretty forgiving. Of course, you can take the washi tape up again if you need to. You can cut in between the lines if you like. I like the torn edge. And then I think each image roughly has 4 little pieces and you are done. Look at this gorgeous image that we have created. As I said, they have a whole lot more and I had to completely hold myself back when I was ordering these. And so this one is the macarons, and then this one is called Sugar Roll, and I want to show you a couple of the other ones that I got as well. I will say that there is about 10 meters on each roll, which is about 32 feet, I think. I mean, there's a lot. I don't know how many images that equals, but I think that's going to be a lot. And so for me, I mean, this is just a fantastic, you're going to see the card that I create today. Such a great and easy way to create instant images. Just beautiful. You cannot even see the blends in between where the washi tape lines are. This one on the right is done with pure white. I didn't do any inking in the background. And then the next one I have, this one is called Still Unwritten. A gorgeous typewriter with some beautiful sunflowers and some florals, absolutely stunning. And then the last one that I got, I only got 3. This one is called Flamingo Go-Go, and this one is just gorgeous too. As I said, there are lots of different varieties. I will link them all down below the video, and you can have a look. I encourage you to have a look at the different styles. There are bunnies, there are birds, there are all sorts of different things. I actually got a couple of their regular washi tapes as well. The 2 strips at the top are actually the same roll, and that is called Blushy. And then the 2 strips down the bottom are from the same roll, and that is called Horticultural Layers. And so I just thought I would try some of them out. As I said, I restrained myself very, very well and only purchased 3, but I just think these are such a good idea. It is so simple to put together, such a gorgeous, quick, cute image, and I really appreciate that. It might not be everybody's cup of tea for sure, but I must admit, I definitely keep looking at the other ones. Now, I have the Deckle edge rectangles here, and this is not going to fit perfect. Again, the biggest rectangle here is a little too big, and the next size down is a little too small. And so I am going to do my little trick here where I just cut 2 sides with it, and then I turn it around and I cut the other 2 sides, and that way I have a perfect square. Because as far as I'm aware, I think these are the honeybee ones, and there are only circles and rectangles, but squares would be handy. I find myself making quite a few of those. Now, the actual image, the washi tape actually goes further, it doesn't quite reach the edges of the square that I have created, but you truly can't see it. And that little bit of blending that we did with the vintage photo, that little bit of ink, definitely disguises it again. Now, I've had lots of questions to me about these folders that I keep my cardstock in. They are from a place called The Warehouse Stationery. The warehouse also stocks them here in New Zealand, and these are 50 cents New Zealand dollars each. And I just purchased these. I put my label maker and just write the brand or the type of paper it is. They measure about 34 by 24 centimeters. So these are very handy. They make it stack nicely. They sit in a little magazine holder and are very handy for me. Now we are going to, you can see that there's like some little black splatter in the background there, and I could add a bit more splatter to just really disguise that background even a little bit more. But I actually have this stamp set here, and all I'm going to do is use the little dots. I probably could have used a pen and just drawn in the dots, but I had this one sitting out. My daughter had been using it, and so it was right in front of my eyes. And so I just add in a couple more dots, and that makes it look all nice and cohesive. And then, this is so simple. This card came together in truly mere minutes. It was the easiest. And I'm going to stick that down onto the Passionate Pink cardstock color, and then I'm going to put this down onto a 5 by 5 inch card base that I made out of 110 pound cardstock. And then I'm going to take Tim Holtz's sentiments here. I honestly don't even think this barely needs one, but I quite like that little word celebrate, and I'm just going to pop it up the top. It's black, it stands out, it's, clear that this is probably a birthday card or some sort of celebration, and I love that image. Now, just to add something to the inside of the cards, I could add more words, but I have this gorgeous roll of washi, and I love creating these. Now, I am not afraid of using these because I feel like there is so many on the roll, and I just, I'm okay with cutting out pieces of them, but I'm going to create a whole another image out of these, and then I'm going to cut out some individual macarons so that I can pop them on the inside of my card. And when I think about these images, I just think how much colouring this would take me to do, stamping and colouring this out myself. These washi tapes were not overly expensive at all. Really good value, I think. And so for me, this was just really fun to play with. And I don't think they're necessarily super new. I don't know a whole lot about the company. I have since done a little bit of research just to learn a little bit about them. They have some great products. I have nothing to do with them. I don't know them. I don't know, the people. I've never talked to them. I just purchase all my product as per, and I was just really excited to find such a cool product to play with. So I've got my two little extra ones cut out here, a little sort of purpley blue one, and then a little pink one with the raspberry and the berry on top. And then I'm simply going to pop these down in the corner, and I'm going to stack them up. You could cut more from the image as well and stack them up further. I think that would be cute, but quite nice just for a little bit of something in the middle of the card. You could also stamp a sentiment if you wanted to. But yeah, I think this was just the quickest, easiest, most gorgeous card. And I love that you can't really clearly see any lines. You can't see the lines where the washi tape joins. So I love that about them because that was my number one worry. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this card as much as I did. And I will link everything down below in case you want to check out their other options. But I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.